don't laugh at my whiskers, and the truth I'll tell to you. I met with a sad misfortune, it turned a lot of them blue. The other night while going home, through as my name's Bill Clover, I had such a fright and another lot white, so now they're coloured all over. All through my rainbow whiskers, from a good job I was outed, 'cause all the girls at the factory went for my whiskers and shouted, 3 cheers for the red, white and blue. They got me the stack, it is so true. When the old girl said, how did you lose your job, Clarence, I said, 3 cheers for the red, white and blue. One day with me only 4pence, I went aboard a big sheep, said, I do believe it was chopped off before it was about half dead. I shoved it in our old iron pot, left it there a-steaming. Without a bit of doubt it jumped clean out and the kids all started screaming. It went for the tail of an old tomcat, don't think I'm telling a fable. When I rushed back in the room like mad, all the kids cried under the table, 3 cheers for the red, white and blue. In my temper I kicked up the Irish stir. All the carrots, turnips, parsley and 4 dumplings, they were hanging on me red, white and blue. Now my old grandfather's whiskers, they went to the same as mine. Before he died we chopped them off and we hung them on an old clothesline. Next day we tried to pawn them, no how could raise a farthing. We had them in the family 50 years for sweeping up our old back garden. Although grandfather lies at rest at a quiet spot down at Tooting, I can't help singing when I pass that way, 'cause his whiskers up keep shooting. 3 cheers for the red, white and blue. There are yards and yards of whiskers coming through, and the men up in the moon soon will be singing, 3 cheers for the red, white and blue. One day I joined the army, I mean the militia corps, and while the fight was raging, we were ordered down to war. We used up all our cannonballs, then cried, oh Colonel Bunyan, a man must pop to a little cold shop for a load of Spanish onions. They were too strong for the enemy, it made them all turn back, oh. Then one of the men cried, Lord love a duck, we've lost our Union Jack, oh. So up went me red, white and blue. They stuck me on a pole, it is too true. And the militia boys all did salute my whiskers and they cried, 3 cheers for the red, white and blue. Ebenezer Brown got married yesterday, and I'm proud to be the chap the winter gave the bride away. At his house we kept it up till very, very late, till Ebenezer worked himself into a funny state. He was sitting fidgety, kept looking at the clock, then he slyly started winking at the bride. But when he jumped upon his feet and said, you better go, I dug him in the waistcoat and I cried, Brown, 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 oh why don't you sit down? B-R-O-W-N, you're not a bit like other little men. Brown, 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 don't make yourself a clown. You can have your honeymoon tomorrow morning. Brown, brown, sit down. Ebenezer, he's a chap that likes to cut a shine. He'd go without his dinner for to buy a glass of wine. At a swell affair, a ball he went the other night, dressed up in a pair of trousers fitting very tight. He went to stoop to make a bow, the trousers wouldn't stretch. They made a noise like tearing calico. The fella shouted right behind, it wasn't, it was wrong. The ladies had a look and shouted out, Brown, 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 oh why don't you sit down? B-R-O-W-N, you're not a bit like on a little man. Brown, 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 don't make yourself a clown. Cover up the ventilator in your trousers. Brown, brown, sit down. In the Summer once he took a maiden on the sea, and a jolly boatman just to keep him company. Ebenezer told him he would like to have a row, and while he rowed the boatman cuddled pretty little slow. All at once it sprang a leak, a little cork come out from the bottom of the boat upon me soul. The water started rushing in, the girl began to scream, the boatman shouted, pointed to the oar. Brown, 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 oh, why don't you sit down? B-R-O, jumping you in, you're not a bit like other little men. Brown, 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 don't make yourself vex down. Sit down upon the oldest of the water rushing in. Brown, brown, sit down, let's sing then. Brown, 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 oh, why don't you sit? Da-da-da-da-da, B-R-O, jumping you in, you're not a bit like other little men. Brown, 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 don't make yourself vex down. You can have your honeymoon tomorrow morning. Brown, brown, sit down.